Assalamualaikum and hi to Dr. Nur Hafizah. We are from BA 242D. Would like to present to you our group assignment Introduction to Technical Analysis. Our group member consists of Nurul IZZAH binti KHAIRUL, NURSYAZYANI binti SHAFIEE and Nurul IZZAH binti Sabarudin.
Before we go further, let's take a look what is technical indicators. Technical indicators is a set of data points produced from a formula applied to a security price data. The indicators help the investor in making decisions by determining the stock momentum and forecast the future price movement. Few examples of indicators in technical analysis are moving average convergent divergence (MACD), relative strength index (RSI), rate of change (ROC), and stochastic.
Welcome to the Advanced Energy Berhad Group. ASP Berhad was incorporated in Malaysia on 5 June 1920 under the name of Batu Lintang Rubber Company Limited and was originally involved in the cultivation, processing and marketing of rubber and palm oil products. It is a public limited company and its shares were listed on the main board of Bursa Malaysia Securities Berhad on 22 March 1961. The name changes also saw the development of a new corporate image, the intention of an expansion and ambitious program. Today, ASB operating subsidiaries and associate of service business and consumer market in a variety of industries. The price charts above show that at 23 June 2022, the price went downtrend, but the price then started to rebound at the end of June. Using the moving average indicator, it indicates the price line crossed the moving average line from above to below, which gives a signal to the trader to sell the stock in order to cut their loss in the future. Moreover, we can look at the MACD indicators. On the 23 June, it showed that there is sell signal. It is because the MACD line has crossed below the signal line and the histogram turned down to zero. The latest price also shows the price is below than zero line. As for today, there is crossover occurring between the MACD line and the signal line, and the histogram is above zero. So it means that it's the right signal for the traders to buy the stock at that time. It is because the price might be increased for the next stage. According to ROC indicator, the ROC line crossed below the zero line on 23 June 2022, which gave traders a signal to sell their stock because the price had gone downtrend and it was in a bearish position. Then the ROC line started to grow higher until it lost momentum and it goes down, crossing the zero line. Furthermore, the RSI between 0 and 100 is also considered overbought when above 70 and oversold when below 30. The line in the chart above is in 30% range, indicating a buy signal. Due to that, it called an oversold or bullish sign. This is when a stock is trading below its true value and it's predicted to rise. A trader might buy when the RSI crosses above the oversold line. For stochastic on 23 June 2022, it showed that the percent line crossed below the 20% level, which means it's entered an oversold position. However, it will be more confirmed when the percent line crossed the percent D line from below to above, which indicate the price will be increasing. This leads to a strong buy signal at the price when bullish in the future. Next, I will pass to the next presenter, which is NURSYAZYANI.
Hi, my name is NURSYAZYANI binti Muhammad Shafiee and I will discuss on technical analysis for the company GDB Holding Berhad or Grand Dynamic Builders. Grand Dynamic Builders was incorporated in 28 February 2013 under Companies Act 1965 as a private limited company under the name of CHC Synergy Venture Sdn Berhad. In 2016, the company changed the name into GDB Holding Sdn Berhad, and only after 14 September 2017, the company had converted into public limited company and their name is what you see today, GDB Holding Berhad. Basically, GDB involved in the provision of construction, focus on high-rise residential, commercial and mixed development project as the main contractor and principal work contractor. GDB also involved in subcontractors to provide certain services such as supply and installation of construction material, machinery and equipment, and other specialized trades such as mechanical and electrical engineering works, piping and plumbing, external paint works, and waterproofing works, and other related works. Since the commencement of their business in 2013, GDB has strived to complete all the projects and build a good performance of their company. A good performance company will attract more investors towards their company. So today, we will do a discussion on technical analysis towards GDB Holding Berhad stock in order to help the investor to make decision and to forecast the future price movement by using the technical analysis indicators. From the chart above, we can see that I have choose three main indicators, which is the moving average 20, the moving average convergent divergent MACD, and the relative strength index RSI in order to help me to forecast and predict future price movement, as well as to help investor make decision either it is best time to exit the market or enter the market. The timeline for the chart above is for 6 months, which is from 23 December 2021 until 23 June 2022. Let's take a look into the first indicators, which is the moving average. As you can see, on 16 April 2022, the price has crossed below the moving average line. It indicates a bearish price crossover, which is give the indication that the price will decline in the future. And on 21 June 2022, the price has reached the support level twice, which is on the 21 June and 23 June. The price has touched the lowest price level, which is the support level, at the price of Rm 0.28 cent. Therefore, it is the best time for investor to enter the market because during this time, the price of stock is at the lowest. We also know that when the price has touched the support level, it is a signal of trend reversal in the future. This is also supported by the high level of volume that indicates that the price has the ability to bounce back increase in the future. And from the graph itself, we can see that the price is trying to raise up at the end of 23 June 2022. Therefore, at this time, it is best decision for the investor to enter the market as the price is cheaper and they can benefit from it by buying at lowest price and sell it back on the highest price. Let's move into the next indicator, which is the moving average convergent divergent MACD. From the chart above, we can see that the MACD histogram is below zero. However, at the end of 23 June 2022, the histogram is almost converging to zero, as well as the MACD line and the signal line is moved very close to each other. The MACD line is seen to almost cross above the signal line. Therefore, MACD indicators also give a buy signal to investor to buy the stock at the lowest price. The last indicators that I use for this stock is the relative strength index RSI. From the chart above, we can see that starting on 1st June 2022, the RSI already crossed below the 30%, indicates an oversold position, which gives the signal to investor to buy the stock. In fact, according to the annual report of GDB Holding Sinar Berhad stated that the company revenue and earning per share has increased at by 73% compared to the previous year. Therefore, it gives a positive outlook for the investor to invest into the company.
Thank you, that's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter, Nurul Sabarudin.
Okay, first thing first, let me explain about Bumi Armada Berhad. So basically, Bumi Armada Berhad is an international provider of offshore energy facilities and services based in Malaysia. Revenue for the company comes from the floating production, storage and offloading or FPSO operations, floating gas solution and offshore marine services business segment. Based on the prior chart, we have decided to conduct an analysis for the 6-month period beginning January 1, 2022 and ending June 23, 2022. We analyzed this stock using 3 indicators, which is trend lines, simple moving average, and moving average convergent divergence. First, let's see on their trend line. As we can see, the price of Armada stock has begun to drop started on June 2022. The price of Armada stock has reached to 0.38 on 23 June 2022, and since it obviously showing a downtrend line, we continue to expect that it will continue to be declined. The downtrend in this chart can be seen. Thus, we expect that the price will decline and break the downtrend line. If the price has broken the downtrend line, traders can begin to buy the stock for a short-term period because it is oversold. However, we do not advise long-term traders to buy because it will result in losses. Okay, come on. Let's shift to the next indicator, which is simple moving average, or we know as SMA. Simple moving average is typically employed for a short-term period due to its sensitivity to daily price fluctuations. On 23 June 2022, it shows a buy signal due to the undervalue and below the moving average. It is predicted in the future that the price is expected to be decreased. Based on the volume on 23 June 2022, which is red, it shows the price started to decrease. However, we are expecting that the price of stock will continue to decrease until the SMA line crosses the stock price. In this situation, traders will start to buying the stock and selling it when the price of the stock started to increase. Last but not least, the indicator that we have been using in this talk is moving average convergent divergence, or we call it as MACD. MACD is an effective and flexible indicator that may aid you in buying or selling stocks and futures, as well as identifying potential shift in the trading trend. When the MACD histogram bars get shorter, it means that the two moving average are convergent and giving us a signal of change, whereas when the bar gets taller, it means that the divergence is growing. On 23 June 2022, the MACD gave a buying signal, as can be seen in the chart above. This signal is supported by the MACD histogram because it crosses the zero line and then converges to it. In this situation, we recommend the traders to buy the stock since based on the MACD indicator, it shows that the trend will continue in giving buy signal because it's still in bearish sign. In a conclusion, we recommend short-term investor to look for Bumi Armada Berhad. Meanwhile, long-term investor to look for Grand Dynamic Berhad. Investor can use the 5 indicators and also a trend line to analyze. We can say that moving average is commonly used by long-term investor while RSI line for short-term investor. That's all from us. Thank you for listening. Bye and have a good day.